Hey, Cancer. Welcome to July 2022. This is going to be a monthly reading for you guys. This is the third time that I have tried to do this for you guys. First time, a weird battery thing, whatever, kept getting interrupted. So sometimes what I think that can indicate is that things might be changing so quickly for you, or that circumstances might be shifting and really demanding like an update before this was available for you guys. So I hope that things are going well for you. Let's jump in and see what you got going on. I do want to say that it's been super clear for every reading that the month of July is going to be about jumping in. Whatever else comes up for you this reading, it's clear that it's not going to be a time to wait to get to what you want or to jump in on that project or to not be a perfectionist. I was really excited to have a whole bunch of other things for the channel and like some decorations here for you guys and like, you know, a couple of different things set up. My video might be a little bit fuzzy. I've been having some camera issues. And I was like, you know what? I had such a strong pull to keep going regardless of the details. And I'm passing that message along to you. We'll figure all that out in the long run. I'll throw some fancy extra flowers for you guys down later. But for now, I wasn't going to let that perfectionism stop me from moving ahead on a project I've been working on for a really long time. So jump on in for July, baby. The water's fine. Okay, we're going to get you guys an overall energy for the month from the Shamanic Tarot. It's called The Knowing. It's called The Knowing, a Shamanic Deck of Wisdom Oracle deck. I love this deck. It's so gorgeous, but I also love this deck. It's so gorgeous, and this one. I love all my decks, but these three are especially special. This is the Weaver Tarot, just exceptionally gorgeous, and we'll clarify with the Everyday Tarot from Biddy Tarot, which I love so much. So let's jump on in. What would be a central theme for Cancer for July 2022? Let's see if we can just get one there. Cancer, July 2022. A lot of you guys are having birthdays this month. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hope it's been the best one yet. Why not? Live it up. Cancer, July 2022. What's the overall message? It's going to be important for Cancer to know this month. I think it's that one. Teeth. Okay, this deck is really fascinating. So, teeth, or the picture here of bones weirds you out. Don't look too close. There's animals in here. There's plants in here. There's elements in here. It's just such a super cool deck, and I am getting to know it, so I'm going to read it from the book. Read a little from the book here. Teeth. Teeth are the fuses of our body and symbolically manifest the effects that stress or long-term poor health and choices are having on our physical selves as a whole. This stress can externally be created through the presence of terrifying or toxic situations, or internally created through our own mental and emotional habits, and especially the habit of repressing our emotions. Repressed feelings show up in the functioning of our teeth, as the act of repression tells our whole self that it is not valid or right, perhaps the most potent inner stress we can create. Our capacity to engage with and digest the world is compromised if our teeth are not healthy, both in physical and energetic manner. So again, I apologize. My readings have been bumbly recently, and that's just going to be a part of me moving forward, regardless of the bumble. So integration this month, Cancer. And Cancer, oh my gosh, what an incredible message just for the archetype of Cancer, that hard shell, the soft inside, that balancing act of both, that vulnerability that you guys have to deal with all of the time, and feeling everything, and that psychic ability you have, and that ability to be empathetic and connect with others and be so tapped in to the world around you and to the emotional world around you, but also having the boundaries, key boundaries, so you don't get overwhelmed. How do you have those perfect key boundaries to not be overwhelmed and to have really good boundaries so that you have good self-care, etc.? And also like be vulnerable and let love in and let relationships in. So let's see how this relates to your reading, but a really strong message for self-care and for letting it out, Cancer. I know birthdays bring up a lot for me. Maybe you're kind of having some feelings there. Let's see what we've got going on. So we're going to lay out a Celtic cross here. These cards are huge and they're thick. So this is kind of how I shuffle with them. Sometimes they just like to jump all over, and I just consider this a part of their shuffling. This deck was a gift to me, and I am so grateful to be able to use it. The Weaver Tarot. Cancer, Cancer, July 2022. Cancer, Cancer. Let's get a couple more shuffles here. Cancer for 2022. All right, babies. What you got going on? Four of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups. Eight of Coins. Seven of Wands. Three of Wands. The Sun in reverse. Five of Wands. Trying to make sure you guys can see, but we'll go over each card, so I'm not like too worried about it. If you have been looking at other readings, they're all for you. Sun, Moon, and Rising are always great to look at. They can be most pertinent, but honestly, they all pertain to you. We each have all of the signs in our charts, so feel free to watch all of the videos. And I'm going to pick up each of these cards anyway. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? Two of Wands, so opportunities coming your way, overall theme there. Okay, let's check out your spread. Oh, Cancer babes. Look at you go here. Okay. So you guys have a lot going on. Okay, let's just jump in. Central energy for the month of July 2022 is the Four of Wands in reverse. Are you having to pick up some messes at home? Are you having a tumultuous home life? Are you feeling like things aren't very stable in the areas of relationship and homemaking and passion and relationships? When we see the Four of Wands upright, it's about harmony in the home. It's about creating an exceptionally stable area of passion in our lives. It can be a card of marriage. It can be a card of wishes. So I see, actually as I say that, I see that wishbone there right in the middle, face up. And that is, sometimes it's what is it reminding me of? It's reminding me of horseshoes for good luck over door frames for some reason. I'm getting like a really strong image that this is like, whether you're going through a hard time and really distilling what matters to you, or whether you're kind of like in an internal process. Sometimes when we see these reversed cards, it can really mean that you're working on happiness inside. You're in a process of being really internal about happiness and stability in your home. But it's like filling your wishbone, filling your cup. Like, what are you wishing for? What are you planting right now? The Four of Wands isn't like usually a card I talk about planting seeds, but this wishbone, it's like in the hands in this position, it's like filling that empty space of your genie jar, sort of. I hope that makes sense. I'm really getting a strong sense that maybe this is a time of rest for you in a period of great happiness and at home, in a period of great celebration. Maybe like, it's kind of giving me this, like, I'm at a wedding and everything is like so exciting and I'm on the dance floor and I'm dancing with all my girls and all my friends, and someone's like getting married and it's so fun, and I just have to like go to a private room for a minute to like collect myself and like enjoy and like fill up my heart and fill up what I want out of life. It's like, that can also be what this can indicate, is like some time away, some private time to feel the moment, to be present in the moment. And that can kind of relate back to the overall energy, being present with whatever you're going through, whether that's a tough time with the Four of Wands in reverse, or if it's like almost too much emotion that you need to take some time away and really cultivate stability for your happiness on the inside. So, and you know what? That makes so much sense, because this is covered by the Nine of Cups. It was this way, but I read them either way when it's crossing energy. So not covered by the Nine of Cups, wish fulfilled. So again, this can read both ways. It's like Nine of Cups is really looking like you've gotten something that you've wanted here. Maybe wishes fulfilled, cups are overflowing, positive energy, excitement. July is going to be a month of really aiming for this, receiving this, stabilizing this, it looks like. Let's see if we can get a clarifier for that. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy. Jumped out immediately, and we also, like, I saw that the sun was in reverse right here too. So clarified by the sun in reverse, this can be Gosh, okay, so two messages are coming up really strongly with this. One, again, this idea of, or this feeling of like, oh my God, I got what I wanted. Cancer, maybe there's a really big manifestation that came your way that you are now integrating in July. Maybe there's like something you've been really hoping for, wishing for, a job, a boo, like a new dress, like a new, whatever it is, like $1 million, and you got it and you don't know how to be happy. You're like maybe a little bit in shock. Maybe this is like a next up leveling for you, and you are going to be figuring out how to integrate and stabilize that happiness, that next level. This is also reading like, if this isn't you, if you're really wishing for something you don't have, if you're really focused on getting a wish fulfillment and you're not happy about it, it's time to really focus on manifesting that, in being happy, in focusing on the positive, in understanding that like your order has been placed. You just have to trust that it's all coming to ya. I'm so curious. It's like very clear. The messaging is very clear to me, that there could be really two separate ways that could be interpreted, or that two different groups of you that might be experiencing that in different ways. So what are you sitting on here? What's at the foundation of your reading? The Seven of Wands in reverse. So, right, maybe you've struggled for a really long time to get where you are, and it's time to put down the struggle. And this is kind of just in keeping. Oh, this is really beautiful, actually. So many messages. I feel like I'm getting inundated with messages, but this is really in keeping with this message. In that when we see the Seven of Wands upright, it tends to be a message that says, stand up and fight. Stand up and fight for what's important to you. What are you standing for? What have you achieved? What do you need to claim? What are you needing to be articulate about and stand up for? When we see it in reverse, it can mean sometimes that that's already happened. You've done the work. You've climbed the mountain, and it's time for you to move on to the next chapter. You don't have to fight anymore. You're not climbing the mountain anymore. It's time for you to make camp. It's time for you to get the fire going. It's time for you to like snuggle down and enjoy like a really nice night under the stars, whatever it is. But this can be some of like that transition time. And, you know, oftentimes in this transition time when we're relaxing, our nervous system is like shifting states, right? It's one state to be like, I'm fighting for what I want and I'm going after my wishes and like, I'm really fighting for this. And when we get what we want, when we see our manifestations unfold, then there's like, oh, I can just like chill out and relax. And maybe this is where the teeth come in, this overall energy of like really letting that in. And sometimes there's a lot of emotion that can be there. I tend to have a lot of grief when I have manifestations come up. I know it's weird, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was possible. And here it is. And like, there's can be a lot of grief come up for me when I experience gratitude. So anyway, mix of the human experience, mix of the human emotion there. Seven of Wands in reverse. Let's just see if we can get a clarifier for that. There it is. Immediately clarified. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Exactly. This is just saying exactly. I'm not even going to like clarify because just exactly what I said is right on point. This has been a time of disappointment. This has been a time of real struggle, potentially like emotional loss, and we're coming out of that. It's like this shift into something better. So let's move on. What are you striving for here? The Eight of Coins. Interesting. Okay, we're not going to clarify for this, but when we see the Eight of Coins upright, it's usually a time about honing your craft, working really hard, coming into a skill, really honing your craft. I just said that. So let me clarify the Eight of Coins there. What does Cancer need to know here about the Eight of Coins? This is like what you're focusing, what you're very clear that you are like working towards and coming to you this month. Okay. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let me sit with this for a second. Gosh, again, it's just like revel in the mastery that you've worked for, Cancer. This is such a card of Taurus, right? It's like receiving. The Queen of Pentacles is easy and breezy and beautiful. Cancer girl, like Queen of Pentacles. This can either be a person that comes into your life who's like very earthy, who's very sensual, who can help you relax into clearly like the whatever you're manifesting here, whatever's come into light. But it's time to put down whatever you're working on here, right? It's time to like, maybe this is just a pause. This is all looking very much like a pause and enjoy. Pause and remember to celebrate. Like, Cancer, it looks like you've been working really hard towards something and it's time to integrate here. So you're clearly working hard at something and it's time to put the work down and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And enjoying the fruits of your labor can even be hosting other people. It can even be giving and sharing your abundance for others, especially when it comes to finances or wealth or like physical, tangible things like have a dinner party or give a friend $5 or meet someone for a movie and pay for it. It's like you are clearly overflowing with good things right now, and I feel like you're confused about it. You're like, wait, what's going on? I don't even know. Well, turn around, Cancer. You are full of incredible stability, and it's time for you to understand that like you've worked really, really hard to be where you are here, clearly. 3 of Wands, there was great opportunity, and you're like still so confused. You're like, wait, I've got everything I want, but I don't know how to be happy about it. So let's see. 3 of Wands, you were coming from a place of great opportunity. You took a new job, you went into a new relationship, like there was something here that was like passionate and exciting. You like walked through a new door. Is there anything that's important for Cancer to know here? It's a great experience to be coming from. Newness, passion, excitement. Could even be like a new group of friends, a new location. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, victory. So you're coming from a time of like feeling like sort of on top of the world. Like you just came from some kind of an opportunity that you're moving into here. So maybe it was June, maybe it was 2021, maybe it was the first half of 2022. You're coming from a place of feeling like excitement, and I feel like you're just moving faster and you're getting what you want and what you were working for faster than you thought maybe it would happen. And you're moving into the Sun in reverse again. It's like, I'm confused about being happy. Like, can I trust this? Let me see what advice we can get for you for a clarifier on the Sun reversed here. I'm so curious what this is for you, Cancer. What would be helpful for Cancer to know about the Sun in reverse here as you're moving into this energy? What would be helpful for Cancer to understand about the Sun in reverse? Very specific message is coming through. And it takes a hot second. These can be so immediate. Cancer in. Oh, the Lovers. Oh my gosh. And you can see it kind of came out on its side. Oh, Cancer, sweetheart. Okay. So when we see the Lovers, this can certainly be an opportunity for love, but it's also like, I feel like it came out right like that. So I'm going to leave it like this for you, Cancer. The Lovers can indicate relationship, can indicate love, but it often is a choice that we make. The Lovers is like the card of Gemini, and it can signify choosing. What are you choosing, Cancer? And it came out like this. It feels like you're still undecided. I'm going to invite you to look at this card for this reading and choose to be in gratitude. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck when it is upright. I mean, honestly, when it's in reverse too, it's like the Sun is on the board. Happiness is on the board. The opportunity to celebrate is on the board. Step into your manifestations, Cancer. Clearly, you're ending on the 2 of Cups here. So this could easily be relationship, but even if it's not relationship, even if it's a passion project or a new house or, even just a new way that you're feeling, maybe you're like coming off of medication or, it doesn't have to be these like big life events, like exterior life events. Sometimes we work really, really hard for something internally. Maybe you're like feeling really good after a period of not feeling very good for a while. And you're like, I don't know. Can I trust that this is stable? Can I trust that it's here? In July, Cancer, you are being tested. You are being really tried here. Like, do you want to choose happiness? Do you want to sit in and enjoy and lean into the fruits of your labor? Are you ready to give up this struggle? You've worked really hard. You came from a ton of success here and triumph and new opportunities. You took the jump and you made it. Are you willing to recognize that you're here and celebrate that and live in it and also share it? This is really, really beautiful. And allow yourself to know that you're safe and having all of the feelings and experiences about that, right? So really important to digest the emotions and the process. And you know what's coming through really strongly too is that sometimes when things go very quickly, we need a little bit more time to digest, right? When things are more slow, we have time to take in changes as they come. If you're planning a big move across states, or if you're planning a big move across town, or if you're planning to move in with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you're planning on going to school and you've got months to do it, you can pack a box every week or whatever, and like by the time you get there, you've like planned. But when things move really quickly and it's looking like there's a lot of movement here, sometimes our digestion goes in fits and starts, right? So that's really what this reading seems like it's about, is digesting the last little manifestation that's come. And I invite you, Cancer, to choose. I'm going to leave it right like that. You get to choose if you are still going to be in the struggle or still going to be in the feelings of it, or just choose to be happy and really like excited about where you are and where you're going. Because look at you. How are you feeling about it? 5 of Wands. You're like, yeah, but I still need to be in the struggle. Oh my God. So right now, your reading is saying you are choosing struggle. Right now, your reading is saying you are still in like the creative like mix of it through July. And that's what you're choosing. So what would be helpful for Cancer? How can we reframe? What would be helpful for them to know? What would be helpful to clarify this card? So we can help Cancer feel their best here. 5 of Wands talks to you about like creative struggles. So it's not like necessarily a bad or super painful 5. The 5s in the tarot can be times of like tension. And the 5 of Wands is really interesting because it's traditionally meant to be a card of training, right? It was like 5 boys training with these wands for battle. So the 5 of Wands here is like, where are we in creative conflict that we choose to help us get stronger? But let's see, the High Priestess, interesting. So reverse or upright. So when we're upright, it came out reversed here. So what that tells me is you can still feel in conflict if you're choosing not to listen to your intuition. And gosh, you know what, Cancer, that's got to be exceptionally like painful for you guys, because if you are a sun in Cancer, or you have strong Cancer placements and you really identify as someone who is incredibly empathetic, tapped in to energetics and your own sense of intuition, to not listen to it is got to be really painful for you. It's got to be painful for someone to know like intuitively and choose to think otherwise or to live otherwise for whatever reason. Oftentimes it's protection. We try and like protect ourselves. But this is telling you that, if you are going to listen to your intuition, you don't have to be in struggle. That's really the strong message that's coming through. So I'm going to turn this around for you guys. Let's turn your reading around. It's like, be in tune with your intuition this month. Choose to listen to your gut, even if it's scary. It looks like you guys are facing down a lot of fear in July. So I'll leave it this way. But understand that if you continue to choose to ignore your intuition, what you know is right inside, you're going to still feel this conflict. And it's possible. It's like on the board. All you guys have to do is decide to be in happiness and to be in the celebration part of where you're at. So I feel like I keep repeating myself. I'll just leave it there. The choice is yours, Cancer. I hope you choose love and happiness and brightness. Look at you guys. You have the Sun on the deck. On the table, you have the 2 of Cups, you have the Lovers here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Like, there's all these like really gorgeous cards. The 4 of Wands, like who's getting married and like having boyfriends and girlfriends and relationships just out of the blue, and like happiness. It's like it's here, and you just like don't believe that it's here. Cancer, it's here. Success, victory, 6 of Wands. Like, put down the wands and like go grab a mocktail, a cocktail. Sorry, I don't drink, but go grab like a gorgeous drink, go sit in the sun, have a celebration time. It's here. Yeah, and the Hierophant in the outcome or in the environment. So I'm laughing because again, it's just like so. If we were reading this traditionally, it's like very marriage oriented. So if you are getting married, or if you're like, oh my God, my person is here, but I can't really believe it, like fucking believe it. But this can also mean July might be a time for you where you might have opportunities through your environment, through friends, through work, through church groups. I don't know why that came to mind. But, external systems might be offering you opportunities to level up or to engage more or to let me get a clarifier for that, to help you settle in here to whatever's going on. What would be helpful to know about the Hierophant here in that position for Cancer? This is looking really good, Cancer. I'm excited for you. Okay, well, that's like a whole story. We could do a whole other hour reading. Been trying to keep these not so long. Woo! Hello. Okay, let me go grab that. It flew out face up, so, oh gosh, but it's a chunk of cards. Okay. There's like a lot to say here, apparently. A lot of people want to weigh in on where you're at. A lot of people around you are like, yes, yes, yes. I want to tell you how I feel about it, and I want to lock you into whatever situation you're in right now because it looks so great, and we've been rooting for you, Cancer, and we see you, and like, we want to help you establish some security here in whatever this is. Okay, please help me clarify. Wow. That's really the sense I'm getting, is like there's just so many ideas here that want to weigh in. Can we just get one or two? That would be helpful for Cancer to clarify the Hierophant here. What can we say about the Hierophant that would help Cancer understand for July? Come on now. Come on now. Here's my clarifier for the Hierophant here. Wow. Spirit's like, you didn't like all I had to say? Fine, I won't say anything at all. Funny one. You're a funny one. Clarifying the Hierophant for Cancer. Okay, honestly, we'll do a couple more and then I'm just going to choose one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we got like a whole pile. We're just going to take them. Okay, interesting. So in the environment around you, in the month of July, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So again, solidifying, like the fortune is changing here. The winds of change are a coming for you. And maybe this was like really bad luck in the past. Maybe this is really talking about some kind of a situation that didn't go your way, like a lot of time of being out in the cold, not getting what you needed, not feeling stable, not feeling resourced, not feeling supported, feeling misunderstood, maybe being broke and poor. And this is saying you don't have to fight anymore. You're at the Nine of Wands. It's time again to like give it up. It's time again to give up the fighting and the struggle against whatever is really trying to stabilize here for you. This could also be a warning too that there might be like people in your circle or people around you who do want you to be more traditional. Like this could go either way. This could be gosh, I haven't been saying this in other readings, but I just feel like there's like two different camps of you guys or two different messages here. This is either a lot of very like friendly, supportive energy that's coming in that's saying, oh my God, look at Cancer. Holy shit. Like I've been hoping for this for them for so long. I really want them to change their fortune. I really am so excited to see them get out of the cold and like the down and outs that they've been in forever. And I'm so excited to do whatever I can to help support them, not have to struggle anymore and really solidify, really come into community to be able to like solidify whatever's going on for them. And this could also be another group that says, hey, Cancer's doing something that's like really outside of the box, and I'm like not here for it, and I am jealous, and I'm not wishing them well, and I hope they have to struggle. There seems to be like two opposite sides, of the story here, Cancer. So you'll probably know which one you are. Like maybe you've really gone for something that like that doesn't go with your traditional family values, or maybe this is all something that's been really hard for you. You don't know if it's okay to feel good in whatever has come up, because it's not what your family did, or it's not what you thought you were going to do, or it's going against, cultural norms you've had. And in that case, I would say choose happiness, choose yourself, choose to be true to your intuition, right? That's the only real true north we have. And that's going to bring you to like more peace, like more connection, more love over time. So in July is either going to see you, and maybe it could be a mix of both, really solidifying into whatever you choose here. Choose the positive, and you're going to be supported in that. And if you're not supported in that, it's going to be obvious here, and you can just choose to not engage with those people. I'll leave it at that because I feel like I could keep talking about that, and I feel like the message is really clear. Okay, what are you hoping and fearing? Hoping and fearing that like this is Six of Wands. This is so relationship focused. Four of Wands, the Sun twice, the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups. So hoping and fearing, you're like, wait. Are you sure? Is this like really my soulmate? Like this is like fearing like maybe that this really isn't the person. And I don't really know what to tell you. Like it just keeps saying the same message over and over. And we're ending on the Two of Cups, which is like the perfect person, the perfect partner, the perfect life partner, the perfect business partner, the perfect baby. Maybe you're having a baby, the perfect job inspiration or opportunity. I keep coming back to relationship because that seems really strong here, but it really could be any kind of manifestation. Let's get an outcome. Let's get a clarifier for the Two of Cups. What other message here? I just feel like it's so clear, the message that ends on this like gorgeous union, and just I feel like you do it, Cancer. You do it. I don't know why I was giving you a choice here, because clearly you're choosing connection. Clearly you're choosing love. Even if you're fearing it, when we get our manifestations, they can be scary sometimes. It can be scary to get what we want. And what's the advice here for Cancer that might help them stabilize and move forward into what they've got going on here? Know that it wasn't just blind luck that you got here, Cancer. Know that you've worked really hard for this. Know that the struggle is over in this particular search. So July is going to see you come into so much opportunity for happiness, and grounding that happiness, grounding that manifestation that you've created, and taking a time out, like take a break. Take a break from working, because work will be here, whether that's focusing on your passion project or your relationship. And know that you didn't get here by chance. You worked really, really hard for this. And it's like the star has landed. Like, look at these two stars together. It's like guiding you, and you've landed. It's not time to search for the star anymore. It's not time to search for your inspiration. You don't need this light in the sky to guide you anymore, because you're home right now. And I say for right now because our life unfolds like we're always getting more manifestations. So whatever plateau this is for you, Cancer, I'm really excited. This looks like a really cool story, a really cool reading for you and month for you. And then also, whenever we get what we want, it's just the jumping off place for the next iteration, the next chapter, the next like best thing past that for what we want, right? So enjoy. I hope you choose absolute love and positivity, and just like the most enjoyment, and sharing that with others, and recognizing that you've worked really, really hard for this, and you've fought really, really hard for this. And it's your time, Cancer, to just enjoy the peace and the love and the connection that surely is coming out of this. So such a pleasure to read for you guys. I hope you enjoy July 2022. Have such a wonderful month, and I'll catch you in the next one.